Hey everybody, it's Susie Q96. I am finally home. My car is down at my mechanic's shop. We just left it down there. Um, it's not looking good for my car, but at least it's here in town, and my niece was able to let me or take me back over there so I could get some of the things out of my car, like my groceries and all that. So at least I won't be hungry. Uh, my niece took some pictures of the car, but I don't have them yet. Uh, I kind of don't understand the logic. Uh, somebody somebody actually gave me a thumbs down on my video where I was sitting on the side of the road waiting for the wrecker. What kind of person does that? What kind of person thinks that somebody almost getting killed or somebody losing their vehicle? What kind of person thinks that's funny? I'm sorry, I don't understand why anybody would think that's funny. Uh, that's a whole new that's a whole new level of nasty. Hey Jesse, thank you so much for hanging with me when I was sitting there on the side of the road. Did you see that three people actually put a thumbs down on that? I'm like, what kind of person is so mean and hateful that they would put a thumbs down on somebody uh, destroying their car? I mean, that's just a whole new level of hate right there. I hope their karma comes back on them. Well, anyway, I did finally get back home. I'm afraid my money that Muscle Shell gave me to go see my brother. Uh, I'm afraid a good chunk of that uh, ended up being given to the wrecker driver. But I was almost 70 miles from home when it happened, and Progressive's towing was going to tow me 15 miles. Well, that wasn't exactly going to help me. So anyway, what's left of my car is down at my mechanic's shop, and my niece uh, came and helped me get my groceries and that stuff out of the van. And then just to put the icing on the cake, folks, we get finally get back to Galax. We get to the shop where they're gonna offload my poor car, and Dum Dum here falls out of the wrecker onto the ground. I missed that first step there. Oh my god. Now I really hurt. Hey, let me see who all's in here. I got Jesse. Oh, I got Archaeology Mikey. I got my brother, Handy Andy 73.6. I got Silver Bull 30, Forest Raven. Oh gosh. Oh, oh, I still don't know how I got that car off the road without hitting anybody or getting hit. I it had to have been my old racing days kicking in. That's the only thing. Yeah. Otherwise, I have no idea how I did it because it was rush hour traffic, folks. Oh, oh, I'm hurting. Anyway, I just wanted everybody to know that I did get home. I don't know what I'm going to do about a car yet. Of course, the mechanic hasn't looked at it, but it does not look good. And I have put so much money into front end and suspension on that car, especially on that side of that car, that I think there is something wrong that can't be fixed. So I don't know. I'm going to have to find something else to drive. But I have to have one because I can't get to the doctors and stuff without one. Uh, so what I'm going to do tonight, oh, ow, I'm having, oh, this hurts. I'm having a muscle spasm in my ankle. Anybody that's ever had one of these knows what it is. Oh, man. Anyway, I'm going to get me something to eat. I'm going to take my medicine and I'm going to sleep. And I will worry about it. I'll deal with it tomorrow. There's nothing I can, ow, ow, nothing I can do about it tonight anyway. But boy, I tell you, I just cannot believe that that three people unsubscribed from my channel and gave me a thumbs down for doing a video, a live stream while I was waiting for the record to come. I don't know what kind of people those are, but you know what? I'm glad those three people are gone from my channel because they're so full of hate. I don't need them here. That's just nasty. Just plain nasty. Alrighty. Well, anyway, I just wanted to let everybody know I got home okay and that my niece came and got me from the car and helped me bring all my groceries and stuff that I had in the car home. And so, ow, ow, oh, oh, oh. If it wasn't so pathetic, I'd cry, you know. But at this point, I'm almost laughing about it because it's just like, what the heck else is going to happen? What was it? In Forrest Gump, was it? I think it was Forrest that said, "It's just one more thing," something like that. So, yep, it's just one more thing. Uh, after I talked to the mechanic, we'll figure out what we're gonna do. I may have to sell one or all of the metal detectors. Yeah, my niece is awesome, Jesse. If it is something to do with family, my niece will always be there. She, if when I was sick the last 3 weeks, I couldn't. I was too sick to go pick up my prescriptions. She would go pick up my prescriptions, run by the store, get me some milk or whatever I needed. Yeah, I cannot say enough about my niece Wendy. She is aces. She is like the most kind-hearted person I know. She said she came in, she saw how bad my apartment has gotten because I was laid up sick for 3 weeks, and when you're sick, you're not cleaning. So she offered to round up the troops and bring them all over to clean up my apartment. you, know, you can't beat it. But yeah, yay, Wendy! Bonus points for my niece, Wendy. Known her whole life. She's a great niece. She's a wonderful mom. She's got uh, one adopted son. That I mean, all the kids are their kids, but he is not her biological child, who has sickle cell. And, I mean, that's a rough disease for a little kid. And, you know, but yet she will drop everything. If I said, "Hey, Wendy, I don't feel good. Can you run up and pick up my prescription?" My prescription would be here in 10 minutes. you know? So yeah, she was awesome. She uh, came down and helped me get all the things out of my car that have any value. I got my groceries and some of my detecting things were in there, and some medical papers. So anything that's left in there, if somebody feels the urge to break in, well, it's not a big deal. But I'm home. I'm very tired. And on a brighter note, I do have to tell you guys the whole reason I made the trip in the first place was I had to go have a CAT scan done of my sinuses and my ears, because I'm still having this problem not being able to hear. My sinuses are clearing up pretty good, but my I still have a bunch of fluid and stuff trapped in there. So I went and got the scan, and then I went directly from there to the ENT, and they're happy with the progress so far. So we're going to do some non-invasive things for the next month. And then if though none of those work, then I'm afraid I'm going to have some tubes put in my ears, because we can't get this fluid to move. But anyway, there was no blockage or anything. That's what they were afraid, that there might be some sort of blockage in there. So, the medical part of the trip was good. It was just the getting home from the medical part of the trip that was not so good. But uh, like I said, I'm gonna get a beverage here. I don't even think I'm gonna eat. I I did eat while I was in the car. I had stopped on my way out of town, and I don't know if where you guys live you have a place called Five Guys, but Five Guys is my absolute favorite hamburger place. And they're a little expensive, and we don't have one locally. So I rarely get it, but I had gone through and gotten a Five Guys burger and fries and some tea for the ride home, and it's a good thing because I sat out there for 4 hours. That was the best hamburger ever. So anyway, I will come back on tomorrow and let everybody know. This has kind of messed up my contest that I was working on, my giveaway for my birthday, but I'll figure out a way to make that work. I'm not. Uh, yeah, Five Guys is awesome, isn't it, Forest Raven? They have the best fries on the planet. Yeah, Jesse. I'm thinking that's probably what's gonna happen, but she gave me some other stuff to try first before we go to sticking things in my ears. I mean, it's obviously not a hearing loss issue, because if I hold my nose and pop my ears like you would do on an airplane, I can hear perfectly. So it's not a hearing loss issue. It's something in the eustachian tube that's holding that fluid in there, and they just haven't figured out what yet. Yeah, there you go, Forest Raven. Yeah. Oh man, they got the best burgers and fries ever. I saw something crazy on their menu, though. I saw something crazy on their menu. They have a bacon milkshake. I don't know who or what a bacon milkshake is, but it sounds like I should have one. Armando, what happened was I was driving down Interstate 81 coming home from the doctor, rush hour traffic. Something broke in the front end of my car, and the driver's side wheel and tire was ripped off the car and went bouncing down. Nobody could ever find it. It didn't hit any other cars. But uh, here I am, all of a sudden the car just starts vibrating and the wheel flew off. And I still don't know how I did it, but I went between two semis and off the road without hitting anybody, without getting hit. And all I can say is I spent a lot of years racing, and so back in the racing days, they would have called that a hole shot. So that is what happened. Uh, Even the state patrol guy, he was about 6 cars back from me when it happened, and he came up and when he saw it was some little old lady, he was like, "Man, that was pretty impressive piece of driving." And then I told him, "Yeah, I used to drive race cars." But yeah, so my car is, yeah, it may be DOA at this point. The front end of it is really messed up, and of course there's my mechanic. It's at my mechanics, and either it's going to get fixed or it's going to get scrapped. So, but for right now, at least it's back in town, and I can get my things out of it, and so anyway, that is what happened. That was my excitement for the day. Yeah, bacon milkshake. That's the first time I ever saw that on a menu. But so, all right, gang. I just wanted to let those people that were with me earlier when I did the live stream from sitting on the side of the road, that I was okay. And to the 3 people who actually gave that video of a terrified old lady sitting on the side of the road waiting for a wrecker, who actually gave a thumbs down to that, I got a finger to show you, and it's not a thumb. So, no, I'm not. My car is not insured for that, Armando. My car is a 2005, and the only things it's insured for are liability if I mess somebody else's car up and personal injury. There is no, I don't have like collision or any of that stuff on that car because that car has 245,000 miles on it, and it would just be ridiculous. So, no, there will be no insurance on this. If somebody had hit me, then that would have been different. But no, there will be no insurance money coming from it. So sorry. I'm gonna have to raise money for another car or to fix this without counting on insurance for anything. So it is what it is. Yeah, I'm glad I'm all right too. It was scary, but after I got it off the road, and all these trucks are whizzing by, and I got it off the road, and I'm sitting there, I'm going, "Dang, Suze, that was some pretty good driving you just did." I was kind of patting myself on the back a little bit for not getting hit, and they couldn't find the tire, but nobody hit it, because if somebody had hit it, then obviously they'd have been pulled over there too. So nobody hit it. They think it rolled down the embankment, but yeah, the Virginia State Patrol guy that was about 5 or 6 cars back from me when it happened, and he pulled over, and he said the same thing. He said that was a really impressive piece of driving, and he was surprised because it was a little old lady. So even he patted me on the back a little bit and told me what a good job I did getting it off the road. So uh, no point in worrying about it tonight. I'm okay, except my ego is bruised because I fell out of the wrecker. Oh God! And the wrecker driver and my niece had to pick me up off the ground, and oh well. All right. Well, I'm gonna go to bed, guys. I'm done. And I'm sure I got to deal with a bunch of stuff tomorrow, like figuring out how I'm going to get to my doctor's appointments next week with no car. So, so I thank everybody that stuck with me earlier when I was by the side of the road, and I thank you all for popping in now. And I'm going to come back on sometime tomorrow. I just don't know when. My niece has some photographs of the car, and when I get them, I'll let you guys see. I'll let you guys see the rocket I was driving down the road at 65 miles an hour. You will freak out. Uh, all right, everybody. Thank you so much for your support. I love y'all. You're you're there for me, and I'm here for you. If you need something, let me know. Other than winning lottery tickets or piles of money, because y'all know I don't have those. But moral support I can do. All right, thanks, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye bye.